Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you could see it, and you could purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we're discussing a 2014 launch. This is the Panerai Luminor Base 8 Days PAM00561. Whether you call it the Base or the Base, it's a two-hand, no-nonsense Panerai Luminor in the traditional 44mm 1990s Alessandro Betterini case. A handsome watch and an elemental one. It's a bit unconventional, as the white dial Panerai watches often are, but it's also one of the most cuffable watches Panerai has ever made, only 13.8mm thick because of its manual wind, two-hand simplicity. It's also an easy watch to wear even on my 16cm circumference wrist, as the lugs are barely there, short cropped and tightly downturned, and only 53.3mm across the wrist for this 44mm. The spacing between the lugs 24mm, and as you could see, the fixing of the strap is traditional Panerai screws and bars. So no spring bars here. Traditional Panerai screws and bars, very secure, and if you're into the brand, you probably already have tools to get to work and accessorize. That said, you will find plenty of OEM and aftermarket options, but this black calfskin leather is a handsome companion to the watch. As you can see, it's minimally bolstered, but there is a lot of material. Panerai does not short you the leather. More calfskin on the underside, and as you can see, it is an Austrian-made strap, hand-cut OEM factory piece. There is a large trapezoidal pin buckle, and you can see it is polished in stainless steel to match the case itself. The case is rather simple, as the 1990s style Luminor case. Remember, this was a 2014 launch, so it's not 1990s watch, but is that original first civilian Panerai case form. It is a handsome and simple tuna can of a watch. Graceful, distinctive, and absolutely iconic. You could cover up this dial, and just by the profile you already know what watch and what brand we're talking about. All of high polish externally. The device protecting the crown, the iconic crown guard locking lever system, is satin finished for contrast, and you can see that it uses a modern roller bearing internally. You can see that little runner inside the cam lobe that makes the operation smoother and reduces friction against the crown. The idea behind this system, which was conceived in the late 1940s and brought to market, as it were, for the Italian Navy Panerai watches during the 50s, but you have a full guard against abrasion, shearing, and any other damage that might befall the crown. But you also have a lever that will compress and decompress the crown. There is no need to thread it through its seals, and that was a problem back when these were all manual wind watches. The old screw-down system, inherited from Rolex, back when Rolex made Panerai watches, was inclined to degrade seals and degrade rubber. So simply fitting a toroidal donut-like seal and then compressing and decompressing it preserves the water resistance of the watch long term. And also, you can see this rather prominent flag makes it difficult to jump into the water unaware that your watch is currently unlocked, in contrast to many screw-down crowns that don't give you much of a warning. The dial is white, and as you can see, it features quarter Arabics. You have smaller Arabic numerals for the intermediate hours, blackened hands for contrast at center, and then you have a dimple-style luminescent indices outboard. And you'll even note that for contrast, the detailing exquisite here. There's a small black ring, a rim around each one of the individual indices, speaking to Panerai's manufacturing tolerances, which are excellent, and also the eye for detail, which is equally superb. 8-day power reserve manual wind, turn it all over. This is a movement that debuted back in 2013. It is the P5000. It's a manufacturer movement, and as you can see, it is properly sized for the caseback. Panerai, with its own manufacturer out in Neuchâtel, Switzerland, now a true manufacturer. So both the watch and the movement, and it has the three-quarter style bridge architecture of the old Rolex Codebert pocket watch movements, as well as the Angelus SF240 used in the combat era Panerai watches. 21 jewels, manual wind, 8-day power reserve, twin mainspring barrels. You can see their pivots just underneath my finger. In the barrel bridge, you actually get a 21.6 beat rate, and if you take note, you'll see that there's a full balance bridge with a free-sprung index, giving the watch exceptional shock resistance. And although in the past most display-back Panerai watches were 100 meters, you can see that this one, which is S series, so about 2016, but you can see that this one right here has a 300-meter water resistance, so plenty of peace of mind when you do jump into the water. A Panerai watch should be water resistant. Don't get me started on the Douai. Those are dress watches. This is a sports watch, and Panerai is a sports watch company. See this one and make it yours on the Watchbox. Panerai Luminor, two hands, PAM00561, night, Loom. It's what Panerai dreams are made of.